Hey everyone, and welcome back to Exposing SMG. Selena Gomez is 30, flirty, and thriving, or at least that's what it looks like from the likes of her 30th birthday bash. Selena celebrated her 30th very formally in a private house that welcomed her with a red rose entrance. The party included close friends and family, while also having other close friends. Some guest stars included Tyga, Ava Max, Sophia Carson, Camila Cabello, and more. There were three key details in the upcoming celebration for Selena that we definitely need to discuss. The first one being, Selena wore a wedding dress at her party. Yes, you heard that right. Selena had two birthday dresses and one of them was a wedding dress. The first dress she wore was a Versace blush pink gown which she greeted guests in. Of course, she looked absolutely stunning in a high ponytail and some white diamond hoop earrings. The second dress was a white Cindy feathered trimmed sequins dress from the 16 Arlington Bridal Collection. Yup, that's right, it's a legit wedding dress. Now, we can sit there and gush about how stunning she looked all day, or we can discuss a theory that is circling between inner circles. And that theory is that Selena is marrying herself in this birthday bash celebration. It's not a bad theory, and it's definitely not one to be used in vain. You know the statement, "I'm learning to fall back in love with myself"? It's supposed to support this live for yourself and not others lifestyle. And as someone who has gone through many trial and errors, doing things for fame and the press, living under societal pressure, I can definitely see Selena wanting to start off a new decade as a new woman who isn't image obsessed and who isn't Justin Bieber obsessed either. Selena has spent her entire 20s dealing with Jelena's facade on the world and on themselves. She sat in a million different interviews highlighting the highs and the lows of dating Justin Bieber. She's had to be held sort of accountable for all the times she said she was done with him, only to go back to him. At the end of all that pain and misery they caused each other and us, he goes and marries another woman. Selena is a romantic, symbolic type of person, and I can 100% see her entering her 30s as a woman trying to fall back in love with herself, thus holding a party that almost symbolizes a wedding to herself. Let's sort out the facts here. First, we have a post from Dumois that said Selena supposedly had a wedding for herself, like marrying herself. Then we get the media reporting that Selena is indeed wearing a wedding dress. Obviously, it's more of a after-party wedding dress, with all the feathers and sparkles. I think if she was wearing a traditional wedding dress, we'd all be a little bit worried, but nonetheless, I love the fun approach she took in wearing a party dress that is also a wedding dress. We also have Selena's half-sister Gracie come in a wedding gown as well. She looks like she's dressed as Selena's flower girl. I mean, this is a little weird. Why is your 8-year-old sister in a wedding gown symbolizing a flower girl for your birthday party? It's not the weirdest thing Selena's done, so we'll let that slide. Leaked Jelena photos from Selena's 20th birthday. Seems like there's a lot of symbolism going on during this new era for Selena. Just as she's leaving her 20s to rest, there seems to be a lingering topic that doesn't want to rest, and that is Jelena. I don't want to comment too much about how odd it is that this photo decided to get leaked 10 years later on the dot. I mean, Selena and her team are usually at the hands of leaked Jelena photos throughout the years. seeing as the people who used to leak them literally said they were in contact with Selena. But it's another one of those Jelena shenanigans coming to haunt the rest of us. Like, please, we don't want to see any more photos of you guys. Nobody asked, but it's like one more hit on the nail on Justin's head right before she enters her 30s. It's kind of iconic, but as always, this photo has woken up Jelena fans who were also usually Selena fans. I do want to mention that this photo surfaced because it was being sold on eBay for $15,000. Obviously, nobody in their right mind would buy that, so people just screenshotted it, and that's how we have it here. I still have reason to believe that the release of this photo is sketchy, because who else would have access to a photo like this, and who else would want to wait 10 years before leaking it? Maybe it's the same person that's currently still keeping Jelena alive after its end in 2018.
Everyone of my exes thinks I'm crazy, so I don't care.
Using Justin and Hailey Bieber's wedding photographer, the collective you. It's not Selena Gomez if she's not making me laugh. Relating back to this theme of falling back in love with myself and throwing a wedding celebration for yourself, Selena has also hired the collective you to take portraits of everyone. For those of you who do not know, the collective you are wedding photographers, and they are also the same people who did portraits for Justin and Hailey Bieber's wedding. It's not like they're super in style and are being used constantly, seeing as their last two posts were from Paris Hilton's wedding and Justin Bieber's. I guess when multi-million-dollar celebrities are using you for their events, you can afford to post once a year. Even her photos seem very wedding-like, down to the shoes, makeup, and even hairstyle. It's clean, cut, and shows herself in more of a mature light. It's interesting though. On top of the wedding dress, your 8-year-old sister being dressed as your flower girl, the leaked Jelena photos from 10 years ago, and using the same exact photographers as your ex for his wedding, the theory all ties in together just well. It's just as symbolic and twisted as I would have wanted for her entering her 30s. I'm excited to see Selena entering this new decade, and I hope she has more fun stored for us in these upcoming years. I hope her 30s are truly filled with self-love, recovery, and happiness. Here's to 100 more lavish birthday parties for our favorite girl, Selena Gomez. Let me know what you guys think about this video and her wedding theme. Let it be known that I'm not saying she shouldn't use the same photographers that her ex used, or that we're bashing her because she wore a bridal dress for her party. It's just little fun details worth mentioning. So let me know what you think about that down below. Make sure to follow us on our social media, like and subscribe for more content each week, and as always, I'll see you next time.